in this video we're going to create a listener for Laravel Echo that we're gonna listen for a broadcasted event from Pusher so we can do what we please with the information on our front end here. So, and for this one I'm gonna use a special feature with Laravel, with Livewire. It's called Laravel Echo. So what it does basically, it's like it uses the same kind of like Laravel syntax for intercepting the message from Pusher. It just adds some special features that are Livewire friendly. So real quick, let's go back to our Visual Studio. In here, we're gonna declare a new public function. Then we're gonna call this one public function here, get listeners. Alright, then do that. Here type return, add the arrays. In here, we're going to now listen for our like message sent event. So here just type echo hyphen private, here full colon type chat, the name of our channel that we're gonna use. Here type a dot and open some curly brackets there, add a $sign, and then let's get the auth ID first. Here auth ID, since this is the one I'm gonna use to check if the current logged in user is there. So we're gonna do the same as we did in our previous message sent event. Here user, get the ID. Here auth ID, just after the curly brackets type a comma, type the name of the event, message sent. Alright, then here we're gonna target this to a function. Add some inverted commas there, broadcasted message received. Alright, then here add a comma there. Here and outside this one add a semicolon. Alright, so now we have no red lines. Now we have to create this function here. So let's just copy this one, type, paste this one here. The parameter, just one argument. Let's call this event. Alright. So here we're going to receive this information that we sent from our events in here. Message sent. Now we chose to broadcast like broadcast with. So we're going to receive all this information in our chat box direct with the help of special Livewire interception from Pusher. It's going to come in here. So here we can just dd. Alright, and here type event. So here, should we copy this? So like if you try to go back to the chat, right now I have game logged in. So if I try to send a message to Cake, load conversation. All right, here we have to copy all these listeners, and then after this comma, just paste these ones, and then just comment out this, because if we have this get listeners, then we can't use these listeners, because if we try to paste this code in here, for example, like normally we would do comma then that, and to give us a syntax error, it won't work in this. So that's why we're going to use another kind of function. Thankfully with Livewire Creator, he made this easy for us. So now let us try to go and try to send a message somewhere, see if we're going to actually receive our event here. So let's try to send HH, and also just open a new browser, an incognito, log in with another user. Okay, so I logged in a different browser with a different user so we can create a chat. But now go back to Visual Studio, and then in here we gotta inject the message sent event here. So just type message sent here, just click enter, and then it show up at the top here, and then just remove this one. So right now, if everything is okay, we can go back to our browser. In here I have a user called game. In here I have a user called Cake. So here I'm choosing game. In here I'm choosing Cake. So if I send a message from this guy saying hello Cake, the name here, and click enter, okay, so successfully we are now receiving the information that we sent from this user to this other user. And if you can see, this information here is user ID, message, conversation ID, and receiver ID, which is 2. If you go back to your Visual Studio and the message sent here, this information here is the same as the one that we broadcasted with here, and it's being received in our Livewire here in this function here. Alright, so this is let's also test the message back saying I received your message. Okay, so if you can see, even the other user is also getting the information instantly, and there is no polling in this, guys, just pure broadcasting, which is makes our chat system efficient. So in the next video we're gonna focus on actually getting this information and displaying the message direct in our chat box in here, rather than just outputting it in there and So see you in the next video.